I'm just about to ride through a danger area. Let's get into it.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. So I'm in Wiltshire in the UK. Beautiful ride here today, scorching hot though. And so I'm just in a place called Durrington, which is just outside the Salisbury Plain area, the military training area. And they do lots of tank exercises and live firing exercises and all that kind of stuff. So throughout this whole area there are byways, and you can actually ride your vehicles or your motorcycle or your car on these at certain times. It really depends. They might shut them down because they might be doing a military exercise. Anyway, I think they're all open today, so I'm going to go and try and ride it on the heroic Harley. So beautiful ride here. Hope you enjoyed that little intro. Now, well, basically, let's see what this old girl can do. Let's get into it. Right, on the byway I go. Hopefully I won't get shot. I've got a full tank of petrol. I've got a saddlebag with one bottle of water. Oh yeah, I'm pretty... Whoop. Oh, massive pothole. Now, I've picked this particular byway because it's like a trap. And I just don't think with all the tank activity and all the military activity that they do here, it's probably the best bet not to go off the beaten track with the heroic Harley too much. But hopefully I'll be alright. Hopefully. They don't want us to go in there. Now, if you're going to come and do this on your road bike, I'll definitely say it's better to do it in the summer, in the dry weather, than in the muddy, wet winter. I think they might even close down a lot of these routes in the winter anyway. I'm not sure. There is an app specifically for this military training area, which you can download and find all the latest details, which I haven't got. I can take that off, can't even breathe. I think it might have gone wrong here. Now, this is the military route. It's a bit deceptive because there's military routes and then there's the byways. Yeah, can't get there. That's the military route. This is where all the tanks and all the military vehicles go, and this is where they do all their military exercises. As I say, there are these byways which let you go around it on specific areas, but most of the other areas you can't access. Really interesting area, Salisbury Plain. They say with all their military activity, they've actually got a small town or small village that they've mocked up for sort of urban warfare type stuff as well. So there's lots of stuff going on here. Have you ever heard of Salisbury, the town which is just over there? That's where they had the Russian Novichok release, nerve agent release, and that's where a few people almost died. A couple actually did die, didn't they? That was a few years ago, but that was pretty much quarantined for ages. We've got a couple of airfields near here, Netherhaven and Uphaven. They do a lot of parachuting around here as well, which is literally one is over there, one is over there. Right, onwards to this route. Let's go. Problem is, it's like riding on marbles here as well. It's really compact. We got lots of loose pebbles on here as well. I'm sure I've gone wrong. What a beautiful day though. Lovely. Right, so I thought I just saw times already. I went on a couple of tank routes instead of the byways. The mapping, right, when you're riding along, see these little marks here for the byway, sometimes there might be a little space in between and you don't pick it up because it's vibrating along. So anyway, I accidentally went on a couple. But, well, nobody shot at me. Well, I don't think so anyway. And I didn't see any tanks. You would think they'd have like CCTV everywhere to, you know, stop people, but there we go, obviously not. Right, great place to come and ride, I would say. This is my first time here on the heroic Harley, so I'm trying to make a bit of a go of it. But as I say, if you really want to come in here, you know, take it 2 or 3 days or a weekend and just keep on coming back, you know, come and ride in different routes, because they're great, really. Especially if you've got an off-roady type bike, brilliant, absolute fun. But even with a road bike, look, you know, road going tyres, easy, you know, it's easy. It's very loose underneath, because it's just like very small stones on a compacted surface, and there's lots in the summer, lots of dust on here. You can imagine in the winter it would just be a slushy mess, so probably not a good idea to come on here with one of these bikes anyway. Maybe you have a bike with some knobblies on there. Right, let's get down there and have a bit more fun. Oh yeah. Byways all over Salisbury Plain. As I say, I'm just going to go conservative with the heroic Harley. Let's just get to the other end in one piece without being shot or arrested. So this area is called Salisbury Plain, but look, it could be a plain anywhere else in the world. Those of you across the pond in the United States, you probably think, oh well, you know, might see a few buffalo or bison roaming around here, you know. I mean, but I haven't seen a tank today, which is good. Although there is a tank museum, National Tank Museum, which is, I forgot where it is, but it's around here somewhere. And that's a good day out actually if you're into military hardware and all that sort of stuff. But even if you're not, it's still interesting. Right, I feel a bit parched. Best I get on. I do hope my tyres last. There's some very sharp little rocks on this track. I'm just trying to pit my way so I do minimum damage. Fingers crossed. I mean, let's face it, there are enough signs here to warn you of unexploded bombs all over the place. So if you do leave the carriageway, or the track in this case, it's your own bloody fault. I tell you what, if you had some knobblies on any we go. I've reached the other end of Salisbury Plain. Well, on this route, this is the Larkhill Ranges, I think it is. Anyway, so yeah, easy route for a road going bike, I would say. Yeah, some areas a little bit rocky, you know, so you've got to be careful. A lot of it is very loose under the tires as well, so just keep the bike upright. But yeah, beautiful day to ride. A little bit hot, dry, very dusty. That's why it's very hard to see those potholes that suddenly come out of nowhere. But look, it's all I can say is Salisbury Plain, if you want to go off-road riding, is probably, I don't know, let us know if you're from the UK. Is it the #1 place in the UK to go off-road riding? Possibly Wales. Wales is good as well. But, you know, certainly in England, I don't think you can beat it, you know, especially because you can find lots and lots of these byways that are, you know, that will suit the novice, as it were. Then I'm sure you've got other ones that will be a little bit more technical. But certainly in the summer months, come and check it out. But as I say, Wiltshire in general is a really lovely place, very agricultural, but lovely place to go ride your bike on the roads. Lovely bends, lovely sweeping bends, and brilliant. But if you want to get off the black stuff, loads of these byways all over the place. It's very lucky. If you live in this area, you're very lucky. And if you want to travel here, well, I'm sure you'll have a great time. Anyway, that's it for today. But all I can say is I hope you enjoyed me riding through the danger zone. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Check out the website, RevelatorAlf.com. And I'm sure you'll agree, the heroic Harley deserves a round of applause for being heroic through the danger zone. Catch you again. Ta-da.